Hello, beautifuls. Are you living an authentic, empowered, and exciting, magical life? Or would you describe your experience as being mediocre? Okay, there's some great times, but overall it's just average. The vast majority of people answer yes to the latter of those two options. And I wanted to talk today a little bit about the two ways in which we can live our life and go about this life journey. The first one is by living a life according to stories. And those are stories that we've told ourselves. Those are stories we've adopted from young. They're stories that we have adopted through the acceptance of society and maybe generations before us. And when we live our life according to those stories, we are really inhibiting our experience, because the mind jumps in every time we are experiencing something and equates that experience to be relevant or not relevant to our story. The other way in which we can live our life is by experiencing it. And that might sound really simple. It might sound like, well, that's something I do every day. I experience life, I'm living. But to authentically experience life is to disregard the stories and to allow ourselves to experience each moment. And in that moment, we allow ourselves the experience to fully feel the sensations within our body, to feel the emotions that are being instigated by the experience that we're having. Only when we live life in this way, fully feeling our feelings and our emotions, are we authentically living our life. That is where we are at our truest essence. And when we do that, we are living an empowered life. We are not fearful of the stories or what our experience looks like to somebody else, because it is our experience. And coming from that place is so enriching. And I just wanted to share that perspective today, because it's not something that a lot of people think about, because our minds are on autopilot and they run away with us, run away from us, and they hijack our experiences. And that's why being mindful is so important, because when we're mindful, in each moment, we get to choose whether we want to be drawn into the pattern of listening to the story, or to actually allow ourselves to sink into the place of experiencing. The invitation today to each and every one is to observe today. Observe the moments and see if you are allowing yourself to experience, or if you are allowing yourself to identify and reinforce with the stories. It will make a huge difference in your experience. Thank you so much for sharing this perspective with me. And as always, until we speak again, please be well.